Today we're with Romilla Reddy, and Romilla Reddy co-authored best-selling books NLP for Dummies and NLP Workbook. How are you today, Romilla?
Very well, thank you.
It's absolutely fantastic to be with you.
Nadia, I'm so grateful that you've done this interview with me because I feel like I've made a friend today.
You have, and I'm grateful too. And Romilla actually is a wonderful person to know, and she went as far as making me lunch, which is really nice. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So let's talk a little bit about your books that we have here. First of all, you've got Neuro-Linguistic Programming for Dummies. Now, you had the idea to do this book. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I suppose NLP changed my life. So I'm a bit evangelical about it because I love
NLP.
Yes.
Fantastic stuff.
And known about the For Dummies series forever.
Yeah, I have a lot of Dummies books. Do you buy them?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough now to be given quite a few.
Ooh, good.
I just needed to share knowledge because I think one of my skills is to be able to take something that's reasonably complex, digest it and be able to regurgitate it so people can understand it better.
That is a skill, Romilla.
Thank you.
Because many people, when they do NLP training, they find that it's so much information.
Yes.
And what I really love about your book is that you've totally chunked it down into fantastic, accessible information for everybody. How did you come up with the idea to do a Dummies book? It's a big step, isn't it?
I think I have big dreams.
Yeah, you do.
And it just seemed obvious because it's something that reaches a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant structure. The organization's very good to work with. And I think, sometimes you almost don't have control. It's almost a compulsion.
Yeah.
And this was, it's when I meditate.
Yes.
And the chants make me chant them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And it was this book got me writing it.
Wow, that's powerful meditation as well.
It is.
Do you meditate every day, or how's your meditation flow?
When my life collapses around me, I haven't been meditating.
Oh yeah, I love it because you get so connected, don't you, with the meditation.
And it's not just the meditation, it's the people that you need.
Yeah.
Because I needed a lady who can teach me a bit of drama for when I do my professional speaking. And been looking for years, and then I put the message out in my meditation, and I had this wonderful meeting with Sarah yesterday.
How it works?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. We can talk about the book in a minute. If you wanted to tell us about your meeting
with Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
Sarah McClary.
Exciting stuff.
There's a really nice meeting place in Oxford. It was set up by the people who started QI, which is a lovely program. And it's called the Corner Club. And it's in Oxford, and you go, and it's one of these, it has an old-fashioned feel to it.
I love it, yeah.
And she's a member, so we met there.
Oh, fantastic.
And just hit it off, and looking forward to working with her, because we're going to be doing, she's going to help me with my speaking.
Because a lot of people really want to have the opportunity to see you speak, don't they? And I think the thing about having a book is fantastic, because as you say, you reach a wider audience. And then the people want to meet you. So it's so great that you're going to go out there and speak to all your fans. There's a lot of amazing people that are so interested in what you have to say.
That's a bit scary calling them fans, but people who are interested in the books.
Yeah, they're interested in you.
Yes.
Yeah, as well as, the way that you break down the complicated information and are able to teach it. What was your NLP journey like? How did you get to NLP?
I suppose I was one of life's victims, and I was working somewhere where I'd allowed myself to be bullied, and I'd come home and I was crying, and I'd go to work and I was crying, massive headache, and really, really in a bad place.
That's difficult, yeah.
And just by chance I met this lady who loaned me her set of Tad's tapes.
Oh wow, Tad James we're talking about,
Tad James's tapes. And I was just bowled over.
Fantastic.
It was wonderful. It was a light bulb going off for me.
NLP so much is for so many different people. I think, you know, one of the reasons that I'm interested in doing this interview with you is because NLP can change so many different people's lives. And if you haven't yet been exposed to NLP, and of course NLP is the abbreviation for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, then it's just transforming immediately. And I think you said earlier you've become an NLP evangelist, and I'm a bit of an NLP evangelist as well. Because you find something that works so well for you in your life.
Yes.
You're like, my goodness, let me share it with everybody.
Yes.
So you looked at the Tad James tapes, and then what happened?
And then it was a case of I just have to go and try it out.
Yeah. Did you book a course? Or?
I booked a course.
Yeah.
So it was with David Shepherd in London.
Yeah.
And I can remember, I don't know that I walked out of that training at the end of the week. I think I floated out.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of trance going on as well, right? In a good way.
It is.
Just taking you to a completely different place within yourself if you allow the experience just to happen. So you did the NLP practitioner course, and then what happened?
Things just... Actually, they got worse.
And they do sometimes before they get better.
And I tell you why, because you know how the alien was bursting out?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I wanted to burst out with the NLP, and I was still stuck in the minutiae of my everyday life.
Yes, I understand.
Excuse me. So in that respect, it was a propulsion system, because I just had to do this.
Yeah. You bring up a fantastic point that reminds me of... you do the NLP training, and you've changed, and the things around you are still the same.
Yes.
So it's definitely a point of transition.
It is.
So how was that for you?
Pretty good, but you know, I think one of the things, and that's something my yoga teacher pointed out, was she said that sometimes we don't want to change because the consequences, well, I suppose it's unknown territory, and it's too frightening.
Yeah.
And I know one person at the moment who's in television, very, very successful.
Yeah.
And he's so lost because what he wants to do is quite a bit different to what he's doing now.
Okay.
And it's too big a step for him, and he's too scared of what the consequences of change will be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. And it's very difficult when you're qualified like you are to watch somebody like that too, isn't it? Struggling with it. Yeah.
When I first started, I think I used to jump at everyone and say, I will work with you. I will work with you, whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
But now I think I'm grown up enough to just stand back and...
I think a lot of us go through that phase in NLP too, because you kind of do want to shake people. You like, look, I can help. I know, you know, what I can do to help you with that. But of course, you know, as time goes on, we understand that people change themselves. And that's a valuable lesson, isn't it?
It is. And
for
people
us,
change
so
in their own time.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit? You do a lot of different things, Romilla, and you have a relationship wizardry, which is very exciting. Can you